Are you ready to rock?
Rockin' is an action platformer for the NES, released in 1991 by Atlus. You know, the same company that brought us legendary games like The Karate Kid and Friday the 13th on NES. And also the Shin Megami Tensei and Persona games. I guess people like those as well.
So what about this game? How much does this game rock? Does it live up to its name, or is it another Karate Kid or Friday the 13th? Well, as you can see, I got my leather jacket and Judas Priest shirt and sunglasses. We're about to find out.
In Rockin' you play as Willie the Cat, who was just minding his own business until Muggsy, the bulldog crime boss, takes your girl away. And it's up to you to steal her back and take over his empire GTA style. Okay, you don't actually do that last part, but you do have one of the best weapons ever found in an NES game. The punch gun that launches an iron fist that absolutely desecrates all enemies in sight. But that's not all it does though. This weapon has a lot of other uses. You can also use it to catapult yourself off the floor, off of walls, hold stuff, throw it back at them, and you can even bionic commando with it. How freaking cool is that? Also, you can upgrade it in the shop so you can really wreck these fools. So yeah, the Rockin' Cat's punch gun rocks. What's unique about this game is that the 4 levels are essentially all different channels with different stage designs, and all involve rescuing your woman. Now, I don't know if these are all different parallel universes or if she really got kidnapped 5 different times in a row. I mean, this guy puts Bowser to shame. Once you clear those 4 channels in any order you wish, you unlock the final level. The stage designs are all really cool and varied. You got the big city, a flying level, kinda like in Sonic 2, an old west stage, the circus, and the enemies and bosses all complement the stage quite well. Most of them at least. It's with this bird thing. Many of these levels have you not only murdering countless gangsters, but another big part is using your gun for platforming, which can take some getting used to, but is really satisfying to pull off once you get it down. The one thing I do not like are the parts where you have to actually climb using the gun. These parts do not rock. You really gotta time it perfectly, and you got enemies constantly pestering you. And getting hit could possibly knock you all the way down again.
That does not rock! Easy, Gene!
A great thing about this game is that you get 5 hearts as your health meter, with health pickups also available throughout the stage. In some of these old NES games, you only get maybe a couple of hits before you die, like in Ghosts and Goblins. And in others like in Amagon, you only get 1 hit before you die, as if that piece of garbage was worth playing for more than 5 minutes. You also get unlimited continues, which, on the NES, is a luxury. Imagine getting to the very last stage in Battletoads and losing your last life to the Dark Queen. I mean, geez, who knows if you'll ever get that far again. So you don't have to worry about that in this game. So unlimited continues, rock.
Rock and roll!
There's also a pass-through system if you really need it, but this game really isn't all that long though. Another cool feature is the shop channel. Here you can buy all kinds of useful upgrades with the money you get from all the gangsters you kill. Any upgrade that you get can also be selected from the pause menu, kinda like a Mega Man. The jet sneakers are awesome. The mace gun is great for bosses, though you can't grab onto platforms with it though. And the upgrade that shoots out bullets is also great for certain enemies. The bombs kinda suck though, I could barely hit anything with them. And speaking of hit or miss, there's also minigames which allow you to rack up extra cash or lives. In the roulette wheel you can gamble all your money away. Willie will spin uncontrollably and you press A to stop him in hopes of landing on, well, anything but the X spots, because doing so will actually crash the game. I'm just messing with you. You do lose all the money you put down though. The pipe toss one's kinda cool. You grab a ball and have to time it perfectly to rack up a ton of money that you can use in the shopper to try and gain a couple of extra lives in the roulette. But the basketball one sucks though. You grab onto this small edge and you yourself are the basketball, and you gotta switch yourself into the baskets. But I mean, like, it's really buggy, or, I mean, what? Just look at this. It sucks.
Now, for a game entitled Rockin' Cats, you would think that Now, for a game entitled Rockin' Cats, you would think that the soundtrack would be amazing, right? I mean, Mega Man in Japan is known as Rockman because of rock and roll, and those games have killer soundtracks. So surely Rockin' Cats has to have some amazing head-banking tunes, right?
None of the songs are particularly memorable, and the boss music is downright disappointing. It sounds like it would be a good build-up as you're approaching the boss, but no, that's the boss music. Now, the final boss music is pretty cool actually, but I can't help but feel that that should be the regular boss music and have an even cooler final boss theme. Once you do get to that final level, you'll be greeted with a boss rush, with some small platforming segments in between. The bosses should be easier this time around with all the upgrades you've gotten along the way, but some of these parts, like when you're swinging over the deadly sewer water, are really annoying. But don't worry, it gets worse later on. After wasting Donkey Kong's cousin, Muggsy finally comes out of hiding and fights you himself. Again, like with previous bosses, you should be well equipped by now to neuter this mutt and knock him straight to the moon. So finally, at long last, Willy rescues his lady and peace returns to Earth once more. Right? Wrong. After the credits roll, it's actually Muggsy that returns to Earth to challenge Willy to a rematch, but this time without any upgrades though. And let me tell you, that final level will really test your platforming skills, and not to mention your sanity. Yeah, I had to actually replace my TV as a direct result of this level. Just look! After launching Muggsy back into the stratosphere one more time, you'll get the true ending. It's exactly like the first one.
So yeah, that last level in the boss fight probably wasn't worth breaking a TV over, so I just say beating it that first time around is good enough. In the end though, Rockin' Cats most definitely rocks. It's a really fun game and an easy recommendation for any old school action platforming fans out there. It's pretty crazy though. I actually bought this for like $5 at a flea market like 8 or 9 years ago, and now it goes for like close to $100, which is wild. I'd attribute that to Atlus not really being the biggest publisher back in the day, and also it coming out pretty much at the same time as the Super Nintendo. So it really didn't get that much press back when it came out. So I just say get a ROM of it, download an emulator, and just enjoy it. But just keep it on the down low though, because knowing Nintendo lately, if they find out that you're playing 30-year-old NES games for free, let's just say that ROM sites aren't the only thing they can make disappear. So with that being said guys, y'all take care. I'm BryanX64. Have a good night. Man, I'm taking these off, man. I can't keep jacking these.